Hey everybody, I'm Tony George. He is Scott Spreitzer. This is the NFL version of the Marquee Matchup, courtesy of DocSports.com. Be sure and click that link in the description below. We'll give you a free $60. What are daily packages over there? $30, yep. Scott. It's like a pizza and a beer to invest in a play. We'll back it up with a pure profit guarantee, and we're talking about a big game here this week. My new favorite team, the New England Patriots, who won my 8-unit pick in Game of the Year last week, taking on the Dallas Cowboys, who struggled a little bit last week, Scott, with the Matt Staffordless Detroit Lions. New England at home here. They opened up right now as we tape this, 6.5-point favorites. Totals hovering around 46 against the Cowboys. And Scott, I mentioned this in the 10 and 10. I'm going to mention this again because I really want to get your reaction. Two observations I took away from the Philadelphia game once I got out of the emergency room from having a heart attack of laying 3.5, sure. and those last three possessions of Philadelphia had almost killed me. But one thing I know for sure is the New England defense came to play. The New England offense did not. And if you take a look at the quarterback numbers and ratings, Dak Prescott, obviously it's well documented. He's having a hell of a year. But he's having a lot better year than Brady. And you have right now, in terms of numbers, the better quarterback getting 6.5 points in the NFL, and that is rare, but it is Brady and Belichick in Foxborough.
Yeah, I don't stand in front of freight trains. I learned that as a kid in Nebraska. Yeah. We had a lot of freight trains.
Yeah.
And but I'll tell you this much: New England to me is a freight train, almost 3 decades running now.
Yeah.
And when you talk about Brady and Belichick, since they've been together on this team, when you've got Brady starting, when he took over for Drew Bledsoe, and of course Belichick calling the shots, it's a situation where the two of them have combined to put together basically a 60% run over the past 14, 15 years, however long it's been. That's ridiculous. That is the situation of the decade, so to speak. This team just covers point spreads in the regular season with those two guys, the Bees, on the same side.
16 out of 20 the last 20 home games at Gillette.
And they're 47-20, last 67 against the spread overall. I mean, just there's so many situations that make it tough to buck this team. So what I do, Tony, is, and I've said this a million times on videos over the last couple of years, on the radio shows, VSiN, ESPN, what have you, and I always say the same thing when they ask me about a New England game. I have a steadfast rule. I either play on the New England Patriots, and if I like the other side during the regular season, I pass the game if I like the other side. Why would you go against a 60% win percentage over 15 years? I don't understand that. Now, when it comes to the playoffs, I will tend to go against New England if I think they're overvalued. It's a different animal than the regular season. I had a buddy of mine, Tony, kind of funny, we all have our little circles of bettors and all that we talk to throughout the week about games. And I remember 2 weeks before they lost to the Baltimore Ravens, I love whoever they were playing. He's like, I love going against New England here. Bad spot for New England, good spot for them. I go, there is no good spot to go against New England.
No.
And I said, well, more power to you. I'll root for you, but I can't go against them. They lost. I mean, New England won. His bet lost. The very next week, same thing. Oh, bad spot for New England, good spot for you. I go, again, I'm going to pass. They lost again. Now they're 0-2 going against New England. So then he comes back, well, Baltimore's in a great spot. I go, you are absolutely right. Baltimore's in a fantastic spot. I'm going to pass.
Yeah.
They're in a and he won. The next day I get a phone call. See, told you. You're 1-2 the last 3 weeks.
Right.
Now you're telling me told you. So that's just me. And as far as Dallas is concerned, they're beating up on teams they're supposed to. Mm-hmm. And they're 0-6 against the spread against teams with a winning record.
Yeah.
You're right about Brady.
And Driscoll put up 27 on him.
He did.
Driscoll.
Yeah.
He couldn't put up 27 at Florida.
In 4 games.
Yeah.
But as far as New England is concerned, listen, Brady addressed that. He said, I'm tired of this offense bogging down, struggling. They've got Mohamed Sanu. They signed him a couple of weeks ago. Helps out the receiving core a little bit. But I'm a little bit leery. First of all, just what I told you about the reasons I don't like to go against New England. And then you've got Brady going, I'm not happy with my offense.
Right. Yeah.
Bad timing, I think, for Dallas. Again, I don't know that I'm going to be on the Patriots. I will not be on Dallas.
I'll tell you what, I got one word for you for this game. Teaser.
There you go. There's going to be a whole lot of people with New England teased down, boy.
Let me tell you, the books are going to be really, really in favor of Dallas covering by more than 0.5 point. Because it's going to be on every teaser card. It's probably going to be on mine. One thing I did want to ask you real quick, Scott, before we get done with this here. The trend recently is out of the last 19 games the New England Patriots have played, I wrote this down so I wouldn't forget. 15 of those games have went under the total. This total is sitting around 46 here. What do you think you expect on that side of the
My
things?
initial reaction is a lower scoring game.
Yeah.
And then I hear Brady on Tuesday morning or Monday night talking about how he's really tired of the way the offense is playing. And I'm like, maybe it's a good week to leave that total alone.
Yeah.
That's my thought, at least. Just I'm going to leave the total alone. It's either going to be New England or nothing like usual, but it is early in the week, so I'm going to wait a couple of more days and see if I jump in on the Patriots here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, just don't forget this. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady read papers and listen to radio, too, and all they're hearing is the Baltimore is the best team in the AFC by a mile, and they have got a loss to them, and they're playing America's team at home off a bad performance, but a cover, thank the Lord. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see New England come out of the gate pretty hot in this one. He's Scott Spreitzer. I'm Tony George. We're from DocSports.com. Come on over. Get yourself some Sunday winners right here at DocSports.com.